What's up, Big AC?
What's up with you, one?
What's
Look at
going
that
on?
shit, man. Man, sitting down here in this mini blizzard without a skizzard, man. And I see that shit can't hold you down. Not even the weather gonna stop us from talking with LC. What's happening with my guy?
Oh man, I'm sitting up here fighting all of these under the weather type things, but I'm cool though. I'm cool though.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's it. You know what what I was always told, man, is it's not how many times you get knocked down or if you get knocked down, but it's about how you get back up. That's the
Absolutely.
measure of a man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I salute you for getting here, man. What's on your mind today, Ray? Y'all
Hey,
welcome to
huh?
podcast without a name, y'all. What's up?
Podcast without a name. It's on YouTube. We broadcasting live right now.
Yeah.
Uh, I missed the big show last night because I was under the weather, but I
Yeah.
heard good things
Yeah.
from I heard good things from the show in Fairfield, McMall, Young Lay, and
Yeah.
Duke. And so Maul announced that he got a July date at Yoshi's.
Oh, dope. Dope. Now I gotta say, man, I don't know if I got a chance to say this live last time around, but man, R.I.P. to Angie Stone, who was supposed to have been at Yoshi's last week. I was set, man. I had my finger on the ticket button, and then I got the news that Angie Stone had passed. So R.I.P. to Angie Stone. But what follows bad news better than good news, and that is that the motherfucking man known for being the Capitola of the illegal business trade in this music business is going to be live at Yoshi's. So we got some dates already, or we don't know.
The date is in July. July, I think
Oh,
July.
okay.
I think it's July 11th. He announced it last night on stage when he was after he performed.
Ugh.
What is it called? Wide Open. You know the hit
Ugh.
single
Oh
Wide
yeah.
Open.
Oh yeah. You know
And
we can't
so
forget that.
yeah,
That
I think he understands that at this point in his career that certain dates and certain places that he can perform at
right.
is golden. So shout out to Mac Mall.
Shout
Shout
out.
out to his whole family, and shout out
Yeah.
to the whoever booked that man. Shout out to him.
Man, I bet you had the town of Fairfield lit last night, on
Hmm.
fire for the wire, man. So man, that's a beautiful thing because that's just gonna be, man. Just think about how explosive it's gonna be in July, man. We got the Day of Independence, we got motherfucking Mac Mall coming out of the broom, man. Legendary shit, man.
Oh,
If
that's gonna
y'all
pull
ain't
me
had an
outside.
opportunity, yeah, if y'all ain't had the opportunity to check Mac Mall out in person, don't miss this opportunity because this man is definitely a true legend, man. That wasn't for L7. That was for a legend, man. And he been at this, man. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to check that
I'm
out.
I'm, I'm buying. I'm actually buying tickets to that.
No doubt, no doubt,
As soon as they
no
go on
doubt.
sale, I'm buying tickets to that because I know I can get into every show that Mall does for free,
Right,
but I want to be I'm a fan.
man, no
So
doubt,
I want. This is how people eat, and this is what I want
no
to pay
doubt.
for. I want to pay for it.
No doubt, and that's something I want to say. Like the tagline, I know I've been talking a lot about the protests lately, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's been turning up, turning out, and turning in. We talking about trillions of dollars been moving across the table in a negative direction for people that we don't want to support. But when it comes to our people that come from our community, this is what we do want to support, right? We do want to step up and support the young entrepreneurs and the business, the business people that come from our communities that actually get a chance to get a little shine and make it out. So don't miss the opportunity, y'all, to catch Mac Mall, like I said, live in person in July this year, right here, 2025. That's right, in 25, motherfucker, 25. Yeah, right here, July 2025, all the way live. Yoshi's, don't miss it. Got to be there.
Happy birthday to McGee. I was up there at her
Yeah.
studio last Monday. My sister
Okay.
was up there. She interviewed my sister.
Right.
My sister is an author Misha Claiborne. She got a book out, and
No
she went
doubt.
up there and it was lovely. I like 360 Radio. Shout out to 360 Radio.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I always have a good time while I'm up there. They always have food. They always have uh, a great atmosphere up there at the studio. Great atmosphere. Look
No
at
doubt. We got special
blow
effects
smoke.
right here.
Huh?
you know, Alakazam, Alakazam. Now Big AC is back in the room.
Back
Man,
in the
shout out
room.
to Misha for coming with that fire on the literary tip. Don't
Mm-hmm.
man, y'all can check that shit out at Amazon Books. Don't forget about
Dope
Audible,
hair.
all the shit, man. Don't miss out on the opportunity to not only support the business people that and the talent coming out of our community, but just some fire, some shit that y'all will not be mad that you went ahead and had the opportunity to read.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, before we go further, what was your take? What has your take been on the week in sports, man? What are your take been on these Warriors?
Oh man,
beating the, I think they beat the Knicks real good. Steph got that 4,000 3-pointer.
Yeah.
What you think?
Man, I think that first of all, it's a beautiful thing. When it comes to the NBA, I don't think there's any bigger draw and any bigger influence over this last generation than Steph Curry. A lot of times because they don't want to give him all his flowers, he gets slumped into him and LeBron or him and KD. No, Stephen Curry is the biggest influence in the last 20 some odd years in the sport of basketball. That's that. Matter of fact, Paul Pierce even came on the air and said that very same thing, live and direct. He said, even
Player
over
P.
myself. Yeah.
Player P.
You feel me? Player P. Can't be mad at the truth, man. That's the truth. And that's what he did. He delivered the truth, man. But the Warriors, they blazing, man. They on fire. And I got to say, like, man, all of a sudden, them and Minnesota almost look like the two strongest teams in the West.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. I ain't taking nothing away from OKC, and Denver is going to be sneaky good always.
Yeah, but OKC, I think they do a lot of ball watching.
They do.
They let that young kid. They let him off the leash and let him go. He goes.
Yeah. But see, that right there, come playoff time, can really hurt you.
Yeah, it's gonna be the others. I'm like Shaq. It's gonna be the others that really step up. That's gonna win playoff games for OKC.
No doubt. See, and I ain't gonna lie. When I'm watching the Warriors, right, I'm watching Butler, I'm watching Curry, I'm watching them pass up shots and let them youngsters step up and do their thing, because they know they're gonna need them dudes to be on point when it come down to it. Vincent Frias just chimed in and said, what's happening with you, Playboy? Yeah. But like the others, man, the Warriors got a hell of a supporting cast. You know what I mean? Like, man, they deep. They almost as deep as Cleveland. Now that's a whole another animal right there. I'm loving the way Cleveland looking right now going into these playoffs.
So I'm liking what I'm seeing in the East. It's gonna be a fight in the East, and in the West, it's gonna tell on who how these teams seed. I think if the Warriors get a higher seed than they are now and don't have to go to the play-in, they're gonna be trouble for teams. They're gonna be trouble for teams in the West.
No doubt. If they sneak their way in the fourth, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put a stamp on it and go to Vegas and put me down a wager. Because if they can get to 4,
let's suit up for the parade.
That's what I'm saying. If they can get to 4, that's what I'm feeling like. That's a lot more home games. And man, but even sitting at 6, they looking good. Like you said, I think with the veteran type roster that they got, the stars, the driving force on the team is a very veteran laden team. I just realized, man, Butler, Draymond, they 35. You know what I'm saying? Steph 30, just turned 36, 37. Like, bro, they getting up there in age, but man, them dudes look good out there on that ball court, and they play in harmony and step with each other.
Yeah. What you think about LeBron stepping to Stephen A. in the Laker game?
Oh man,
I had to talk about this.
Oh man, you brought that with the. Hey, I'm gonna say like this, man. Nothing makes a dude look more wrong or guilty, right, than when they can't even allow themselves to pull another man to the side and say, "Hey, let me holler at you real quick."
Yeah.
To me, by getting that Stephen A. in front of everybody, he was trying to spin it.
Yeah.
And use his clout and his name to sway the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
You dig me? But man, I think them days is kind of over with, man. People ain't just going with the BS no more.
No. And folks is gonna hold you accountable for what you're talking about,
no doubt.
That's why they got all of these new platforms with all of these former players, and players that's playing now today.
Right.
and telling their own narrative, giving their own
Man.
stories of what happened, so that they can be told
Oh yeah.
correctly.
Oh yeah.
What I thought about the whole thing was, I think that LeBron could have handled that a little bit better. He could have handled that better.
Yes.
But being a parent, being a father, I understand that there's times that you may not, you think that you may not get your shot, and this might be the shot for you to take. So you have to go over there and you have to say something about how you feeling, But
Yeah.
on the flip side, these broadcasters, these people that are on these shows and they run their mouth like Stephen A. Smith. Don't get me wrong. I love listening to Stephen A. and I love looking at his show First Take.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best out there and has been one of the best for a number of years.
Yeah, no doubt.
But every take that the guy have, I don't agree with.
And
hold on, and I think that he needs to talk about basketball per se. Let's talk about basketball. Let's not talk about somebody being a father or somebody this, that, and other. Let's talk about the basketball aspect. Can he play or can't he play?
Right.
One of the two.
And I gotta absolutely agree with you right there. And I'm gonna have to reach in your bag real quick and take a little quick line, man. They was with that tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, nothing but stress and BS. Like you talking about two factors, and here we go again. Two figureheads of the community, man, and look how y'all acting. These are people that get up there and be critical of other people and how they handle things and how they go about things. Yeah. And like, bro, you shouldn't be looking to slander that man's name. Like, he shouldn't be looking to make a fool out of his brand. You dig me? And I get that whole dig about the parent thing. And if it was me or you or one of our cousins, Joe, James, or Tom, I would be with that shit. But guess what? Nigga, you LeBron motherfucking James, because you always gonna have a shot to get yours in.
Always.
So I feel that for the basic, for the common parent. Yeah. But if you LBJ in that conversation of being the GOAT, you dig me? You'll never see Mike or Steph losing they top like that.
Nah, because back then, to Mike, when you want to bring Mike up, back then reporters knew better. Reporters knew they knew better than to talk about what Mike got going on. And they tried it with the gambling. They tried it, and it couldn't get no spin. They tried it, but Mike had Ahmad Rashad.
No doubt.
And so that's how that went.
I was gonna say, and the one thing Mike knew how to do to shut everybody up, go win a chip, man.
Go win a chip.
And that'll shut it all down.
But some of these narratives is correct, but by other players. When do we ever talk about the 55th pick? We don't talk about the 55th pick.
Man,
the only special thing about this is his daddy.
Yeah,
who he is.
Man, but hey, he did what he was supposed to do for his son. Yo, that ain't no different than like people from our town and our hood. Y'all know Deputy Bailey, and y'all know Deputy Bailey's son. You know why you know Deputy Bailey's son? Because he got his son a job. Yeah. The point being, this is what people do when they got a career with longevity and enough space for you to bring your loved ones in. Yeah. And that's just what he did. Yeah. And it's the 55th pick, but his name happened to be Bronny James. You know? Yeah. And look at this. You could talk about Quentin Post, right, from the Warriors. Yeah. He about the same pick in this year's draft. And guess how much we talk about him?
Never.
Zilch. Especially when you're on a team with a legend.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I got to agree with you on that, man. I agree with that take. I agree with that take. So I just think that Stephen A. Sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth, and he lucky that 280-pound man and didn't button the suit up. Help me button the suit up.
Can we have a double buffoon? Can we get a double buffoon this week?
A double buffoon this week. I wouldn't give it to that situation, but there's other situations out there that should be to get that title.
No doubt. No doubt.
That title.
Man, hey, it's been out there. It's been wild out there in the streets. Since the news won't report it, I guess I will. But man, I'm talking about from Palo Alto to Los Angeles, across the nation, and even overseas. Man, we've been having protests in the streets, and it's been peaceful protests in the streets. I want to applaud everybody out there who went out there with the mindset and the idealism to get their point across, to try to be heard the best you can, but do it peacefully. You dig
Do it
me?
peacefully.
Because the
Yeah.
minute you act a fool, it takes away your voice, and it
Yeah.
takes away might take away a hell of a point. You might have the missing link. You might have the golden key. But if you go out there and sock somebody in their face about it, you'll never be heard. So,
Never.
man, hats off to everybody who is choosing to protest, but protest peacefully. I got to give y'all some love on that, no doubt.
No doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt. I'm loving what I'm seeing, man. When it
Yeah.
on that side, I you know me, I was real apprehensive about the whole deal,
Man.
but I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people come together and people doing it correctly.
You know what? And that's what it's all about, man. Bang. And you ain't wrong to be apprehensive. I mean, how many pump fake, head fake, fake 42s that we had going on in the game, you know, going on in our lifetimes about people talking about they looking to make change and they just trying to make some change. You dig me? So no, this was a beautiful thing. Ain't nobody asking nobody for nothing, just asking for the participation, and people is chipping in and doing it. You know, next up is Big Pharma. Big Pharma, y'all gonna have to get off the dope. I'm sorry, y'all. You gonna have to get off the dope. But yeah, even though the doc's writing the script, they gonna keep writing them if you keep taking them. And man, there's a lot of natural alternatives out there that can not only correct your health but prolong your life. So do your research. Don't just believe everything you hear unless it's coming out of mine and his mouth. Yeah, but no, yeah, it's beautiful, man. There was a CEO actually of a big pharmaceutical company this week that got lambed at. Right now, this is a different type of protest. This was a little bit of vigilante justice. Now, this did lead to some policy change, but how long do we think that's really gonna stick? You did when you go about your business and when you go after somebody and attack and try to rule by fear, I don't care what you're talking about. As soon as people stop fearing you, game over, buddy. So,
game over.
so that's why we got to go about things peacefully and mindfully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to play chess and not checkers, man.
Respect.
That's
respect. I want to be respected, man. I want to be respected.
Man, no doubt.
I want to be loved and respected. That's what
Yeah,
I want.
no doubt.
I don't want nobody. I mean, because you have somebody.
Yeah.
You have somebody fearing you.
Right.
That's too much. Like wanting to take a person down behind their back.
That's it. That's it, and that's all it's going to lead to. If somebody is living in fear of you, and excuse you, brother, you already know. My man talking with OC, he battling through it right now, y'all. They tried the virus tried to bite him, but he turned around and bit that motherfucker back. So let's go. But no, for real, like it's just there's no replacement for the truth, right? There is never no replacement for the truth, but you got to do things the right way. So you know, I just always take my hats off to people doing things the right way. A little bit of something that we didn't touch on when we was in the sports category real quick. NFL free agency. How you feeling about that? That's been
everybody moving spots. I like how we hired D Hop. We wouldn't got D Hop. We wouldn't got
man, and I ain't even mad about that. Right, because I mean, you want to talk about a sure-handed dude, like a third down target might be all that's missing besides the tight end, because the tight end is sure-handed as hell, but he always get keyed in on. You know what I'm saying? Being on the Niners side of it, man, we lost Hufanga and Greenlaw to the freaking Broncos. Right? They send it to Denver. You know what I mean? But hey, go get your bag, player. Go get your bag. If they didn't value you enough to give you your money, you ain't acting funny. You just doing what you got to do. So
it's a business. It's a business.
That's it. And on that tip, I'm super excited right now for the draft. Because it ain't like we just clinked the cupboards out and got rid of Bosa and everybody else. You know, obviously they're making room to give Brock Purdy his money. And even though I'm gonna say it again, I don't think he's worth no 50 or 60 million. They gonna give it to him because that's what the market calls
market
for.
Value.
And
they got to spend that money.
That money. That's it. So since that's what the market called for, that's what he gonna get. You know, I was glad to see old Juice come back. Juice check.
Yeah.
He's a sneaky, sneaky important piece on that Niner offense because he's really the
Yeah.
backup tight end, as well as the fullback. And he came from a pretty damn good organization to begin with in Baltimore there before he got to us. So, like, dude is a real quality football player coming out of Yale University. Yeah. So
Yeah. You right, man. Y'all picked up a lot of y'all finna pick up a lot of cap space and be able to
no doubt.
spend y'all money the
No
way y'all
doubt.
need to spend that money.
And I ain't gonna lie, mid to late round picks as well as the undrafted free agents, all of John Lynch tenure has been a gold mine.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about everybody from Fred Warner to George Kittle. You know what I mean? Several undrafted free agents that have been there to make big plays. Drake Greenlaw was a 5th round pick. I mean, dude, they find nuggets in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I can't wait to see them do work here in April coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be the NFL season is gonna kick off right. I think teams are not afraid to let go of these players that don't want to be in their locker rooms. I'm telling you. You know, this is the first year that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And watching the free agency period of the NFL where teams are saying, you know, bye.
Hey, arrivederci. And I'm gonna tell you this. To me, that's huge. As much as I love Deebo Samuel, I got probably 2 jerseys up here already, different colors, right? But the point I'm getting at is, I still love you in Washington, bro.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see you there. Just like when your woman and you break up and she with somebody else and she happy.
Yeah.
If y'all really friends, if y'all partners, you know what? Yeah. I'm happy. As long as you happy, if you like it, I love it, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And to get
go sniff. You go sniff around him. That's what you needed.
That's it. Because for her to sit up around you and be miserable,
and
only gonna make your life, your quality
of
life worse.
Hinder what I got going on.
Man, that's it.
Like,
so
get up out of my circle.
Man, straight up. So I'm gonna say my official farewell to everybody that left in free agency. I wish you well at the next stop, but not before we get ours.
No, and I'm beginning to understand the business part of it.
Yeah,
being and I should have understood it a long time ago, but I understand how you can't keep somebody. You can't keep somebody that's holding up your money,
right?
Because you can get like 2 or 3 players for that money. That's younger, that's faster. And then I think about Bill Belichick, or I think about that New England, how they did it for a long time. Look, I'd rather let you go a couple of years early than a couple of years late, because a couple of years late you're gonna be hurting us,
bro. Yeah, and costing us all the money. Hey, another team that's been big on that is the team that lost this year's Super Bowl, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody understand, right? Bang, when they let go of Tyreek Hill. Matter of fact, I even remember when Kareem Hunt was like the leading rusher in the NFL, he got into a little legal trouble in the offseason, and they let that boy walk. And I was like, bruh, they tripping.
No. That's that foresight. Look, you good on the field. But we don't need the distraction.
No doubt.
Let's cut it right now. Let's cut it right now. We don't need the distraction.
No, because it really take all 53. You know what I'm saying? Like you think them dudes on special teams don't matter? They matter. They matter.
They getting everybody prepared for the week.
Man, shit. Look how our kicker took us out of several games last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jake Moody. I hope you're a bye-bye, because he was terrible. You know, we're gonna have a couple more go bye-bye on June 1st, because that's a big day in the NFL, Javon Hargraves and a couple more. But yo, if you gotta make room to drop the boom, go ahead. Like, I was looking at it, this is a pretty rich draft class, like, for defensive linemen. On the defensive side of the ball especially, and I noticed that's where we let a lot of people go, was on defense. But, bro, it's some bad boys out there coming into the league this year. And I got to say that last 3 to 4 years, man, I've been seeing rookies get into the league and clown more than I ever seen before in my life.
Yeah, they ready. They
ready, bro.
It
used to be one at a time, like when Randy Moss came out.
Yeah, but you got to understand what program they come from. If they come from a pro-style program, they're going to be ready.
That's it. That's it.
I've seen a lot more defensive players that I'm ready to put on the field right now today.
Hell yeah, bro.
Get your shit. Let's get on the field right now.
Let's get it right now.
You can help us. You can help us.
Yeah.
And that's how people are going to start winning, start winning on these rookie season these
Yeah,
rookie contracts. That's what they want to win at, on the
but
rookie contract. So they
that's it.
don't have to go ahead and pay you market value for a veteran.
That's it. Unless you prove yourself to be worth it.
Unless you prove yourself to be worthy. Yeah.
You know,
Then we gonna cash you out. That
man, that's
potential
it.
shit, we need
Yeah,
somebody that
no.
can play today. We want somebody that can play today.
Hey, for real though, and that get back shit, like somebody that's been hurt, but you
Yeah.
know they can get back to their potential. Then
Yeah.
we go back to that potential, and fuck all that.
Fuck all
Fuck all that. If I
that.
got to cut a check today, I want you to play today.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
play today, brother. We got to
straight
play
up,
today. And so
straight up,
you're gonna sink or swim. You're gonna be a CJ Stroud, or you're gonna be
man.
you're gonna be a Justin Fields. You're gonna be a
Yeah.
somebody. You're gonna be that guy in Washington. That player in Washington.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. You're gonna be like that. If you like that,
That's
if
it.
you him, you're gonna
Then
be
you
like
gonna
that.
then you gonna be like that. Hey, and that's real deal. And like, man, bro, like I'm really excited to see how much change that there is. It should do a little something for the parity, but it usually don't in the league. The ones that know how to put a team together and coach them boys to death, they usually be the ones that come out on top. So we're gonna see if the same guards stay at the gate. You know what I mean? And take it from there. Take it from there. Welcome to y'all 7 o'clock hour. If you're watching this live, if you're not, you know it ain't no jive. Big HT the one.
Talking with OC, I'm your host OC.
And you know what it be.
Nah.
We up in this motherfucker doing it live. Podcast without a name. Welcome to the next hour. This is where we take a second to give a shout out to the folks, man. Like, your hand right podcast. What's up with them dudes?
My God.
You know? Man,
boy, I can't wait to listen to their podcast for today. I hadn't get a chance to listen to it today, but I'm gonna listen to it tonight.
Man, me neither, because they be so fire. I don't be wanting to like end up talking about all the same shit that they do, because that should be going crazy. That should be going crazy. Also, too, you know, we on StreamYard, so for all your streaming needs, if you want to get it right here. Tell them Talking with OC sent you, and they might be able to help you out with a little bit of something at the door.
They might get something off on it.
But I didn't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Man, but yeah, man. Like, hey, you only supposed to do it because you love it. Like, right? You dig me? I ain't sitting around here waiting on no check to do what we do, because I'm doing what we do, we do because we love it. You know what I'm saying? But the check ain't bad though. We'll take the check.
It ain't bad, but you know, I like doing this. I like getting on here. I like discussing certain topics and going back and forth about sports. And I mean, it's just something I like doing. I've been like doing
it. Man, straight up. So I mean, the softball pitch right here, relationship shit, right? What do you think about, like, people that been in a long-term relationship, right? And say like they didn't have a rough patch, they're trying to work shit out, but it ain't really working out. Do you keep slugging at it? Right? Or do you just finally say enough is enough, right? If y'all ain't finding no new common ground.
Well, you know, I'm glad you asked that question, because I too have been there in that type of form. And what kept me going back was some of the great qualities that the woman displayed, and some of the things that kept me in line, as far as things that I didn't have to think about doing. You know, she was there. She was there to do, you know, think about things that I don't think about. Like, you know, if I'm hungry and I'm working, she'd be right there with food. If I needed to something done with my mouth, just little stuff, dentist stuff. I got an appointment. Things like that, and those things are very important in a relationship when somebody does that for you. We have to think about the whole picture. We got to think about the you know, the whether the box is small or whether it's big. And what I mean by that is, if it's small, then you can step out of it and you can get away from it and you can move on. But if it's big, if you find yourself sitting in the middle of a big box in a big space, then you have to wonder. You have to think about the things that got you sitting in that space. Think about the things. Are you still committed? Are you still in love? Are you still what's going on? What are the things that we're looking at that are an uphill climb, so to speak?
Was
we
no,
have to look at those things.
and I'm glad actually that you went this direction with it, because I was gonna say, let's say that the love is kind of dying, but y'all got kids together. Is
Mm-hmm.
it? Do you think it's a good idea and worth it just to stay for the kids, or you know, like people say, well, you know, you lucky I'm still with you. I'm only still with you because of the kids.
Yeah,
Like, is that a healthy
that
situation?
that's terrible. That's a
Right.
terrible situation. I think that's an unhealthy situation.
No
You
doubt.
can't stay somewhere where it's unhealthy. You can't stay somewhere where just because you have kids, your kids are going to get over whatever
Yeah.
the fact is,
Yeah.
whatever y'all decide to do. That shouldn't even be an issue. Well,
For real though.
if we can't maintain this in a respectful and a great manner, a respectful way, then we can't maintain it, and
Man,
we have to cut it loose. We have to get rid of it. We
that's
can't
it.
and it shouldn't be because of kids. It should be because of you too,
Right.
because you two are in the relationship. The kids are not in the relationship with you,
Man, no
so to
doubt.
speak. So you have to make that decision like that. I just think that people need to slow down and do everything that they can do when they're in
Yeah.
a situation. You
Yeah.
know, there's counseling. There's
Yeah.
there's ways that you can talk out your differences. But if you can't get past certain differences, then
Yeah.
you got to look at the possibility of splitting and going your separate ways. But if you have children, you got to maintain that you got to maintain that relationship that's going to be for them. That's
Yeah.
going to be for them.
Yeah.
That both of y'all go on the same page for them and be
Right.
friends enough for them.
At
You don't
least
have to
keep
be
it
together, but you got to be the friends to get that together for them.
right. No, I feel you. So basically, you said, like, at least keep a civil nature. If you're gonna
Yes.
sit there and do it, don't sit there and do it fighting back and forth in front of the kids
Yeah.
and really making a miserable environment out of what was once a happy home.
Was once a happy home. There's a reason why you got with this person in the first place.
Yes.
Let's understand that. It's a reason
Yes.
why I picked you or we picked each other
Come on.
to be in a relationship with each other. It's a reason. And if it
Yeah.
was if the reason if there was no reason where that happened, then of
Yeah.
course let's dissolve this. But the reason is there's a huge reason why I picked you. And so we need to understand that while we're dealing with each other.
Yes.
Even if we're not together, we need to understand that point.
Right. Right. No, I agree with you right there 100%. And to add to that, I want to say though that if it's over for real, let it be over.
Let it be
Right.
over. Yeah.
Like, don't be the dead horse. Don't
Nope.
run around in circles, and don't sit there and throw it up in somebody's face, basically blackmailing them emotionally, telling them that you only with them for this reason, and you own man. If you with them, be with them. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
with
If you
them.
with them, be with
Be
them.
with them. And I take it a step further. If you
Yeah.
guys have went through some problems,
Right.
let's say you went through some infidelity. Somebody cheated on somebody else, or somebody
Right.
was out to dinner with somebody else, or somebody was something another person was involved.
That's
And
it.
and you both came together to talk about it or whatever, and you both decided that, okay, look, I'm going to forgive that, and I'm going to work. We're going to work through it, and we're going to try to make this work.
Right.
Don't do something that you can't do.
That's it.
If you can't agree to working it out, you don't have to. Don't.
Then don't
Because
do it.
you only going to be causing problems
Yeah.
with the other person by saying, "Oh, I can do this," and then you can't. You fall short, and you
Man.
can't do it.
That's
So
it. Nah, no,
yeah.
no doubt. And so I hope if nothing else, right, anybody who's listening and feeling like, yeah, you needed to hear this one today,
Yeah.
just well, all I'm trying to say is move with intentionality, right? Be honest with yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
did, and of course, be as honest, blatantly honest as you can with the person across the room or across the table from you.
Absolutely, and as long as you live in truth, you have
Yeah,
no problem. You ain't gonna have no problem.
that's it.
Whether you stay with the person or whether y'all split and leave, your
Or
your
not,
your, your slate gonna be clean if you
man.
live in truth.
No, straight out. And so I guess what I'm trying to say, y'all, don't sit there and try to nitpick at the band-aid and make
Mm-hmm.
sure to rip that
Yeah,
son of a motherfucker off and get
rip
that
that
shit over
motherfucker
with
off.
right now. Because though it
Rip that
may sting
motherfucker
like a
off.
son
Yeah,
of a bitch right now,
yeah.
in a few minutes it will get better. And
Yeah.
hey, a little bit of Neosporin and some old icy hot. I forget
That's
what they
right.
call that shit right now. I guess
That's
I'm getting
right.
old, y'all. But no,
That's
a
right.
little bit of icy hot, you be all
Yeah.
right.
That's right. Tell
You be
her
all
to put
right,
on
baby.
one of those. Tell her to put on one of them teddies, and y'all go somewhere, and you get on the balcony and get,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
it.
you know,
That's it.
yeah,
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 and if it ain't working out that way, get out your little emotional Theragun and
yeah,
get over it. Just get over
yeah.
it, man. Shit. So let me see, man. Oh, wait a minute. Drum roll, please. What you
What
got
is
for me
it?
this week, man? Because I always get to running my yap and going that way. What you got for me over here?
What you need?
No, I'm saying I know you got a heater. You sitting there sipping on that little NyQuil, thinking about it.
Nah, I just been in my my mode of thinking
Yeah,
about, what you just brought up about being there for your kids.
yeah,
We've
no
been
doubt.
talking about with LeBron and being there for his kid. We're talking about this hypothetical situation where parents got to be there for their kids,
Right.
and they got to make it work for that. I just been thinking about that part there where
Yeah,
people should always understand that their kids come first.
yeah,
Uh, if for if for instance, I'm gonna use myself for example. I was married for a long time.
right.
Um, Before we called it quits, and when we called it quits, our kid was the most important thing to us.
Yeah,
That was shown. That was in this world.
right,
And
right,
so we got together. And we parented, co-parented
right.
from a space where it was like, she can count on me, I can count on her. There was
Man,
no ifs, ands, or buts about what a person was going to do when
for
it came
sure.
to the kid.
Yeah, yeah,
We had a couple of disagreements, but we worked them out, and they came through in the end.
man.
I could have taken a job in Buffalo,
Right,
right?
right.
And but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stay around,
Yeah,
have have my time with my kid, and
yeah. Oh yeah.
now she's doing the things in her life that she should be doing on her
Right,
own.
right.
She's independent. She has her own, and she living her life to the best that she can live it without being in
Man,
trouble,
hell yeah.
without being in my pocket.
Right.
Like, cause I taught you how to fish, so
Hey, there.
you ain't gonna want to you ain't gonna go hungry.
No.
So those are the things and then the conversations that they have. Family is everything. When the
It is.
conversation that they bring you back to. So I think that
Yeah.
people with children should make them the priority through all of the mess or all of this
Right.
calamity that's out here in this world. People should make their kids that, because I'm proud, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm so proud of my daughter. It's just I glow when I talk about it. So
Man,
um,
no, hey, there it is. And see, I got a gift right now that I'm looking to give my kids this week, right? That to me is of the utmost importance right now. You know, for everybody that's watching, man, just know that your birth certificate, when it gets signed by your parents, makes you a public commodity, a public
yeah.
piece of what it is. So you
Mm-hmm.
actually are owned by the state.
Mm-hmm.
You can get your birth certificate certified or reclassified to make you a privateer, right? Which means that the government can no longer trade upon your number, which is all you are to them right now on the stock market.
Mm.
So you can do that through the Secretary of State in the state that you live in. So please look into that, y'all, because as we are in these tumultuous times where we don't know what the is gonna happen next, man, you just might want to have as many securities as you can. Now, of course, at first I was thinking, go get me some goddamn Ghana citizenship and
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
fuck on up out of here.
yeah.
But I ain't wasn't raised to tuck tail and run. So what
No,
I'm doing is making sure that my securities right here at home are
yeah,
locked in and secured first. So
yeah,
look into that, y'all. If you're interested, it don't cost more than 150, maybe $200 a person. And for that little bit of money versus the thousands that it costs to go move to another fucking country,
yeah.
I'm all for stamping it right here.
Man, this is my country.
That's it. That's
Stop
it. So
playing
if you're
with me.
gonna
Stop
stay,
playing with me. I was born here. This is my country. I'm
that's
living.
it.
I love California. I don't give a fuck how high the
Man,
prices is out there. I love
man,
California.
man, no doubt. So
I'm not from. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not from
yeah.
Africa.
No,
I mean, I
and me,
got
bro.
ancestors. I got ancestors that it may be. I got people that's way back on the line up and up the tree.
Right.
But I'm not. I'm not. I need to do something about where I live at here.
Right. Right
So
to have here.
that's what my focus is.
Man,
I apologize if I'm stepping on somebody's toes or if I'm offending somebody. I don't
yeah,
mean to offend nobody, but this is where it's at. I don't like. I dislike that term where people say send them back to Africa. Send them.
man,
No. I am from 124 Simonton Street, Vallejo, California.
man,
That's where I'm
straight
from.
up.
So let's start there, and then when we start there,
Yeah,
then we can try to make things happen for us in our communities, and we can start doing these different things to help out our communities and keep a good life going on here.
man,
I'm pro to that.
man, hey, no doubt. And before we had even jumped on this little rant tag
Yeah,
and this portion of it, I got to give a shout out to my man Nightlife. He tapped in and he was saying facts to the point of what we were saying about being there for your kids and being a
yeah,
stand up dude that
yeah.
we all really need to be. And
Hmm.
man, hey,
I,
let me
I,
just.
I watch his Instagram posts about him and his family,
Oh,
and
bro,
I love it. I love it because I love it because we have another man,
that
black
hey,
man, taking care
and it
of
ain't
his
no
children
faking.
and his family.
That's right.
And that's what that's what I love. I love seeing that. I love
No,
seeing that. I
no,
love
straight up. Hey, it ain't no faking in the way that brother bring home the bacon.
no,
Like, man, I've known his other half for since we was kids, and
yeah,
I gotta say that's two good people doing one good thing,
yeah,
or probably many good things. But the one
yeah,
good thing that we can all attest to is how much of a solid family. I mean, you always see them take a little trip to Disneyland, running over here doing a pageant,
yeah,
this, that, and the other,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
always a family unit in
yeah,
full support. Just
yeah,
remember that, y'all. You can go make all the money in the world, but
yeah.
if you're not there for the people you love, it really don't count for as much. You just
What you gonna
ching.
what you gonna do with it?
Man, what you
What
gonna
you
do
gonna
with it,
do?
man?
I
And
mean,
I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
how I felt. That's how I felt when my daughter was in school
Yeah,
and she had all of these different things going on,
yeah,
cheerleading and dance and track and all
man.
kind of stuff she had going on. I
No
that
doubt.
those are the things I hoped that she would take hold to and get that spirit, that school spirit, and stay in that mind frame and that
Man,
mode.
man.
Because I know I didn't have an ounce of a school spirit when I was
No.
in school. I was rooting for the other high school in Vallejo to win. Uh, that's how
Yeah,
crazy, that's how mixed up I was
right,
in
right,
high school. But it's really nice to see that because these things that you do when you're younger,
right.
they carry over in your
Oh
life.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They may not be they may not be at the beginning stages, but these things that you learn when you're younger, sometimes somehow you're gonna have to pull something
right.
out of that box. You're gonna have to pull something out of that toolbox that you already got.
Man, straight up. And
Hmm.
you know what we gotta realize, y'all, is you shouldn't want to trade your experiences in your life in for nothing that nobody else got. The reason that you lived your life and went through the shit you done went through to this point,
Yeah.
man, was to get you ready for the next big thing that's coming up.
Hmm.
Man,
Hmm.
the
That's
tools
why.
that you got are specific to you, and you got to bring them to the table to finish that puzzle, or
Mhm.
else somebody gonna be sitting there looking for that missing piece.
But and that brings me to another thought, man.
Yeah,
When we are when we call ourselves men, we can't let nobody, and I mean nobody,
right.
just distract us from what's important. And what's important is
Yeah,
if we made children,
man,
let's go ahead and take care of that. Let's take
man,
care of that.
come on.
Let's not even make that a second thought. I don't care who you make kids with.
No.
She could be the buffoon of the month. But what are you doing? What are you doing
Right.
to solidify yourself in that conversation or in that situation? I had no problem with
Right.
going to pick my daughter up from school. I
Right.
had no problem with going to
Straight
pick my
up.
daughter up from the house and we
Yeah.
go do things. I didn't have no lip. Nobody told me nobody was able to tell me nothing. And
No.
that's only because I chose to do the things that was necessary on the front end
Right.
to
You
make
you
sure
didn't
that
you,
works.
you didn't have to do it. You got to do it.
I got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
and it is a privilege, but you should feel like it's your right.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, dude, man, it's some. it's more good solid brothers out there than people give us credit for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all I want to do is give a salute, man, and a shout out to all y'all out there, man, that's really getting it in. Like even like my cousin Pro Got Beats, man. You know, like just good solid brothers, man, that don't want to do nothing but take their clan to the next level. You
Yeah,
dig? And,
yeah.
and like, man, when you putting it in,
I
man, you
can't
gonna get it up.
I can't have nobody running around here with my last name acting a
No,
fool.
no.
I ain't doing that. I
No,
ain't
no,
there.
no. Because
Nope.
it ain't too many sets of Claymores
Man,
for
man,
real.
you know what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say to that, it's a lot of us because
Yeah, yeah,
my dad got 10 brothers and sisters, including himself. It's a lot of us, but all of us have one thing in common: we don't buffoon. We
yeah.
don't buffoon. We
That's
understand
it.
what we understand where we come from. We understand
Yes.
what our legacy is supposed to be, and we shoot for that. We shoot for that.
Hey, that's it. And you know what they say: shoot for the stars, and you will at least land amongst the moon and get to shine a little bit. Yeah, no, you know, and ain't nobody perfect. Let me just say
No,
that here, man.
no.
I done my best, man. I got a child that I wasn't there for because I wasn't allowed to be there for. I'm talking about
Yeah,
getting police called on me for trying to come visit and everything. Do I ride on that as my excuse? No, I still
no.
just wasn't there. And so, fellas, step up and own yours is
Yeah.
what I'm getting at, right? I'll own
Mm-hmm.
mine in front of everybody because I can
Mm-hmm.
give a fuck less what y'all got to say and what y'all think.
Absolutely,
Have it and
absolutely.
thank it. Wipe your ass with it because that's the most run you gonna get out that motherfucker.
But I hear a lot of cats talk that shit, you
Yeah,
know, about what their kids is doing, how much trouble they into.
yeah.
But where were you?
Where were you?
Where were you? Where are you?
What
So
are you doing to
don't come.
stop it?
I don't even want to hear it. I
Nah,
don't want to hear it.
nah,
I don't
nah.
want to hear it because it
Matter of
ain't.
fact,
Mm.
we gonna shut down the doors on them ears when it come to that bullshit there. Yeah. Yeah, just man, you know, just man, live like we always tell people, live in your truth, man, and live it
Yeah,
to the fullest, yo. Man, life is always good because I don't let it be nothing else. I don't really feel like getting into what's going on with my personal little shit, but it's going good, y'all. So everybody that supports me, that's watching and checking this shit out, I love you and thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know the love goes both ways. So if you need me, get at me.
I want to give you your flowers too. I see you. I see you out there with your music
Oh,
getting
right on,
heard. I see
right
you
on.
out there. I see you out there.
Hey,
I
you know
see
what?
it.
Just hey, pushing the dial. You know, and sometimes it is hard not to get distracted and pulled away from what we got going when we
Yeah.
see something else that we need to get going.
Hmm.
But man, I appreciate just being seen out there. You know that I'm able to pull myself in a couple directions because man, right now I ain't gonna lie, I'm full on intensely into this whole like buck the system, and man, make sure that we getting heard right. But at the same time, what better way to get heard than through your music? So again, man, thank y'all for supporting your boy Big AC, and don't stop now, motherfucker. You ain't off the hook yet because I ain't stopped. You ain't getting rid of me that easy. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it is a beautiful thing. We gotta put together a couple things coming up over these I'm on my head about it this year, like maybe 4th of July, Labor Day, and definitely like Thanksgiving or something, man. Get together and make sure there's some families out there in need get a little something put on their table. That's something
Absolutely.
I did the year before last. I didn't get to it
Absolutely.
last year,
Mm.
but got to get back on that. Got to
Yeah.
get back on that. So
Absolutely.
so anybody with any ideas, anybody that's down with it, game to cook, game to help, game to serve plates, man, holla at your boy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I got I got a couple of people in my life that give back to the community like that,
No doubt.
and I've been working like that in the community for a minute. But it happens. We gonna get it done. If
Man,
everybody link up together,
that's
if
it.
everybody link up together, we can get it done.
That's it, man.
Kind of
Straight up.
like the
And
DLC,
if
right?
somebody is doing something that I can come support and help, and you think that me putting my twos in it will get it a little bit further, holla at your boy and let me know because I'm always
Holla at your
down
boy.
to
Holla at you.
put to get it to
Holla.
the take it to the next step.
Yeah.
Man, shit, man, hours
Holla.
fly by quick around this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, we do it.
Shit, let me see. If yeah,
We
man, we've
do
been
it.
rolling.
We do it. We
Yeah, we've
do it.
been rolling, man.
We
We've been
do it.
rolling. Shit, man. Before we get out of here, do we got any burning desires, man? Do anybody that's watching got anything that they wanted to put to put out there in the stratosphere and
Man,
bring to the light?
man. I'll be watching these comments.
Yeah.
We got a couple here and there.
Okay.
But it's just regular stuff.
Yeah,
People agreeing with what we talking about,
that's
um,
always a good thing.
and
Beautiful thing.
protecting yourself,
Yeah,
protecting what you. It's about protecting yourself and protecting what you value.
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I value my life. I value my family, and I value
Yes,
my job.
that's
So
it,
I got to do things that's gonna protect that. I got to do things
man. No,
that's
no
gonna
doubt.
be. Yeah, I
I'm in
can't.
lockstep with you, and I gotta
Yeah.
say, I'm at a point now where I'm like, protect my community, my neighbors, you know, and the brethren around me that maybe not be by blood, but it's all always by love. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
man, this just ain't the time to be divided, y'all. Just remember, we ain't from different races. One race. We the human race. That's it. Like all that other shit, miss me with it. If you want to talk some other bullshit, miss me with it. I'm only about the
Sugar
human race.
coated and watered down.
That's it. That's it. And we ain't. It ain't no good, y'all. Let's get another batch. Man, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, be good to yourself, man. Love yourself because you know I do. Try to love somebody else a little more than you. Put somebody before your own. Put somebody else's needs before your own, and see how that makes you feel. You know how it is. It's your nigga from that end,
Yeah.
and I'm out. Till the
All
next time.
right. Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. That was my guy. We do this every week. We out here. We either on Saturday or we on Friday. Today we stayed a lot longer than we normally do. We normally do 30 minutes, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna give a shout out to McYee, 360 Radio. Shout out to my partner Mac Mall for getting that date booked at Yoshi's. Can't wait to buy tickets to that. And happy birthday, McYee. That was a great birthday celebration on the and at the concert. You got to see a treat. You had Mac Mall headlining. You had Young Lay, and all about that Fetty, and then you had Doobie. He fired out, and that was a great lineup. They had a great lineup out there. Shout out to Ben Dope. Ben Dope. Uh, Ben Dope is a way of life. I just want to say that right now. It's a way of life. My guy has been on vacation. I see you out there. I see you out there, man. And that's another guy that takes care of his family through a lot of different things that he does, entrepreneurial wise. That I like. There for your kids to go to school every morning. Um, and getting your stuff together, doing your thing the way that you do it, and giving back to the community. You can't beat that. So shout out to Booby, Fire Trey 500 guy. And just shout out to everybody that watches Talking with OC and that has been riding with us. This is the podcast without a name. Again, podcast without a name. You can get us Friday nights, 7:30 to 8, or you can get us Saturday like we did. A whole hour went by almost for this podcast. So it's what we do. It's something I love doing. I love talking about the week's topics and all of that. Shout out to my boy Nightlife. Shout out to Vincent for coming in, commenting, comment, like, share, all of that. Comment, like, share, all of that. Do that for us. It's Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC, and I'm done.